Hello everyone, today Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game can now be played in both Nintendo Switch and in PC. But in this video tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to play this game into your PC. So what are the things that you need in order to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet in your PC? So what you need is Yuzu Emulator. So what is Yuzu Emulator? Yuzu Emulator is basically, for those who are new here and that who does not know what is Yuzu Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can play Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have these files installed into your Yuzu Emulator. So I'm going to show you that first on how to get Yuzu Emulator. So open a web browser and just type in Yuzu Emulator. Hit search. The first result is yuzuemu.org. That is their official website. Click on this download here and then download here for those who are using Windows. Just like mine, I am using Windows 11 22H2 version, the latest one. Then for those who are using Linux, then you can download it here. So I'm just going to skip the part on wherein I'm going to download and install Yuzu Emulator because that is really easy to do. And you do not need a tutorial on that because that is easy to do. So now I'm going to assume that you have now Yuzu Emulator. So what's the next step? If this is your first installation of Yuzu Emulator, I'm going to say this out loud that you will not be able to play Nintendo Switch games yet because Yuzu Emulator needs some system files from the Nintendo Switch itself, such as the firmware and the keys. So if you're wondering where you can get this, well, you can legally get these files through a Nintendo Switch console that is modded and that it has a custom firmware. If it has a custom firmware, then that Nintendo Switch, you can then access the Nintendo Switch system files from there on that, from that custom firmware Nintendo Switch, okay, that modded. So then just copy these files, the Nintendo Switch firmware, the latest one, and the latest Nintendo Switch keys. You can just copy it into your PC if you have a modded Nintendo Switch console. And to get Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, you will need to legally own that game, and that and you should digitally back it up into an XCI file format. You can back it up in XCI or NSP, but in this video tutorial, I'm using XCI. Okay, so if you don't own a Switch, or if you own a Switch and have these files but don't know how to do that, then I'm gonna save you the hassle and teach you on where you can get these files. Okay, so I'm gonna minimize this and I'm gonna show you a QR code here. Open your mobile device and then use your QR code reader and then scan the QR code, and then you will be redirected to the download page on these files. So please do use your QR code reader and then download it from that page. And then once you have the file into your phone, just copy it into your PC using a USB hub so that you can have the files into your PC. So I'm going to assume that you have already the file and you have put them into your PC now. So we will need to install them now into our Yuzu Emulator. So go to File, then back again, go to File, open Yuzu folder. And then just open the NAND folder, then go to System folder, then Contents, then Register. Then open the firmware file, Control A, Control C, select all and copy, and then just Control V to copy and paste. Place the file destination. If this is your first installation, then this folder will be empty. Okay, so wait for it. It's copying files. Then I'm gonna go to Yuzu folder again, then go to keys, then open this keys zip file here, and then just copy these files to this folder. Once you have done that, just close this. So your Yuzu Emulator now has the Nintendo Switch firmware and keys, so it can boot up and it can detect any Nintendo Switch games and it can play any Nintendo Switch games from here on out. So what's the next step? We will need to configure our Yuzu Emulator and optimize it to play these games. So go to Configure, Emulation, then Configure, and then in this tab, you can just pause the video and just copy my settings from here on out, okay? So this is for the General tab. Then I'm going to go to the System tab. So just copy my settings here, then go to CPU, set to Auto, then go to Graphics. The most important part, you can use OpenGL, then my native resolution 1440p. Pause the video and copy my settings. Some games may play using Vulkan, so use Vulkan. But in this video tutorial, I'm using OpenGL. Then go to audio. Everything is set to auto. Then controls, you can connect your Nintendo Switch Pro controller, your Xbox, your PlayStation, or any controller here. Then you can map it up and then hit OK. So once you have done that, you can basically play in Nintendo Switch games now, and it is now optimized to play in Nintendo Switch, such as Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game. So, a little bit of disclaimer, I'm not gonna show you guys any title screen or any boot up or any gameplay because that's a major no-no to the Nintendo team, and that this channel might be taken down, my video will be taken down by YouTube. So I hope that you do understand because Nintendo is really strict on the Nintendo Switch emulation scene for the PC. So please do understand on that part. But I can guarantee to you guys that once you follow all my steps here, then you'll be able to play any Nintendo Switch games such as Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game. So, if you have some questions, problems regarding the installation process of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. And thank you for watching, subscribe to my channel, and goodbye for now.